Hey team, body shots. Let's dig into it. 8 body shots you need to know. Let's get on with it. Hey team, welcome back to the sweet science. Welcome back to the channel. Body shots. In my opinion, a huge mistake a lot of people make, particularly in the beginning, is head hunting. Constantly just trying to hit to the head. It's the target that you see the most. Don't forget, most you should have a bladed stance, so that does narrow down body shots unless you set them up. But a lot of people head hunt. Body shots can be devastating, so let's look into some of the best ways to throw them. So your jab and your cross to the body. There's right ways and there's wrong ways to do it. The wrong ways, be careful of this, particularly if you're a beginner, is to jab down to the body. You're leaving yourself too exposed here when you're jabbing down. So, a couple of ways we can do it. If you are in range, we'll have a look at this on the bag as well, i.e. you've got the hands up first. If this is your correct position to throw a jab to the head, I have a good stance, toe heel aligned, knees soft, hands up, chin down, elbows tight. This is how I throw a jab up top. This is how you throw a jab to the body. You just take this position and bring it down. That's your safe position. It'll also help you keep the same range. So your jab to the body is here. Bend the legs and drive out from there. Watch the obvious, because you're thinking about doing something else now. Watch you don't lift that elbow and flick. It's still done exactly the same. Elbows underneath the hand, it drives out, it twists, but it's on a level change as well. The cross is exactly the same. This is my good position when I'm throwing a cross. Do exactly the same thing, but on a level change. I'd release it slightly differently. So when I do my jab to the body, I actually release it on the way down. On my cross, I level change and drive the shot. So I don't go same time, I drop down and then deliver from there, because you want that element of hip twist as well. So let's have a look at a couple of ways we can set that up on the bag. So a couple of ways you can work this on your bag. You can work it from just in range, no footwork. And I would simply go jab, cross, level change and throw that jab to the body from there. However, we'd like to build good habits, so you'll want some. If that's the end of your combination, you'll want an exit on the end as well. There's no reason why we can't have jab, cross, jab to the body, and as I'm coming out, I'm gonna take a step to my right and just exit so my head doesn't finish in the same place it started, less chance to get hit. So from there, I'm in range, I require no footwork for this. And I'm just exiting as well. See how I'm throwing the punch on the level change. Another way, if you want to work your drills and get your key skills working out of range, that is step, step. Remember, you've always got to bring that back foot with you. Don't have that habit of step and throw. Your foundation is broken. Your foundation needs to come with you. Step, step, drop jab to the body, and exit as well. You do see a lot of people throw this from out of range, and there's no reason why you can't do that. But this is the one where you're likely to punch down. See how my lane is open for my chin. So I'm doing a step on that jab to the body. Great way you can set people up as well is to feint this as well. Feint that jab to the body. Feint that jab to the body. See how I'm stepping forwards and level changing. Don't make that mistake of punching down. You can see here, when I punch down, this lane is open. When I'm here, the lane's not open. So there's a good way you can practice those jabs to the body. Feint the body, come up to the head, throw the head, throw the head, feint the head, throw to the body from there. Don't forget to just add a little bit of an exit on the end as well. So throwing the cross to the body, the classic way to set this up as a beginner is to throw a jab, cross jab, drop down. Remember we said when we were talking about shadow boxing that you don't want to throw this on the way down. you want to level change and drive. It's your power hand. Okay, jab, cross, jab, hands are up, drive, drop down, throw the cross to the body from there. Several ways we can do it, talking about the exit, but basically, and pull back. Or, something I like to do is on the jab, cross, jab, as I'm dropping down, I take a step up and over with this foot. Now there's not an argument. Some people will say, and I see the sense in it, some people will say, when you're doing that up and over step, remember your diagonal line footwork. Throw the shot as that hand lands. Yes, there is weight behind the shot. I do get that. Personally, I don't like it. It's leaving my back foot behind. So when I'm going up that diagonal line, jab, cross, jab, I drop and take the step, and I throw the shot as I bring the back foot in. For me, that works better. I'm not going to say don't do one or the other. Try both. So you've got jab, cross, jab, throw the shot as the left foot lands. Not my personal favourite. Or jab, cross, jab, step the left foot as you level change and throw the shot as your right foot lands. Personally, that feels better for me. If you take that up and over step, you have a nice exit on the end as well. Jab, cross, jab, down, up. I'm going to pivot and create a new angle. So there's quite a few key skills for you to work on in there. Make sure the non-punching hand's on the chin. Make sure the punching hand comes back to the chin and vice versa. Good rotations. Level change. You've got your up and over footwork to work on and your punch to the body as well. And if you're exiting, you've got a little pivot step. Make sure the weight's coming to your back foot. Let's have a look at some more body shots then. So your roll through shots, that's your hook to the body. I'm not talking about like a kidney shot or a liver shot. I'm talking about a normal hook at body height. Typically I've done a video on this before on how to do this punch, so I'll leave a link in the description below if you've not seen that. It's when you are evading someone else's punch, i.e. someone's throwing a circular punch at you, either a hook, long range or anything like that, and you're going underneath. That's a wasted opportunity to not hit them. You think if his backhand is coming at me, he's going to do some kind of rotation that opens up the solar plexus a lot. Okay, so all you need to be able to do, you need to be able to roll, which is a level change and rotation of the shoulder. Same on the opposite way. So if there's a punch coming this way, I'm going to roll away from the shot, level change, and roll. Excuse me. Still suffering with this cold little tiny bit. It's hanging on. So I do apologise if I'm a bit croaky. When you're doing them rolls, just make sure you're not doing this. Pushing your bum out backwards. Now, okay, so old school boxers, when they bobbed and weaved and rolled, it was a lot like this. And there's theories behind not doing this as well. If I have someone rolling with, it's easy to frame off them, I understand that, but to set this punch, you need to be able to roll the back straight. I don't want to put my head down and do this. So that's going to be a level change and a rotation. Okay, the shot is released as you're rolling through. What we're not doing is coming out here and swinging through, keeping the shoulders square. I'm level changing, rotating through. See how the punch has not gone past my nose line? I haven't swung through like this. Boom. Same on the opposite side. Boom. Here. I'm not swinging through. And of course, we'll have a look at a few ways to set that up on the bag as well. So, right hand roll through. If you want to talk tactically, to do this, I'm going to set you up. I'll be jabbing at your lead hand. Okay, so if we're in lane 2 right now, I'm going to take a slight step to my right and jab at your lead hand, causing this hand to get blocked. This lane's blocked. Chances are they're going to throw this hand round. So a great way to do that on the bag is just to be jabbing at the bag I know you probably can't see from where you are, but this would be the center line. I'm in lane 2. I'm gonna take a slight step to my right. Jabbing, 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 jabbing. These are not knockout shots. These are annoying shots. I'm just flicking it at your hand, trying to draw out that punch. Jabbing, jabbing, jabbing. When that punch is coming through, I'm gonna take a level change and a step, roll through, and it puts me in a good position to put that lead hook on the end as well. You could just, if you're just working your mechanics, there's no reason why you can't go jab, step, and through. Excuse me. Want to put a little bit more realism into your bag work? Jab, jab, and moving as well. So again, there's a few things that you'll need to be able to work that. Obviously you need a jab. As I level change, it is the up and over footwork again. As I level change, my lead foot goes up and over. And as I'm rolling through, that's when the back foot comes in and I can turn that into a lead hook. Jab, jab, up and over. So I've closed the distance a little tiny bit. Hook to the body on the way through and the rotation at the top. Similar things can be done with the lead hook to the body. Same again, I'll be thinking about someone's throwing a left hook at me. I'm going to roll underneath, hook to the body and hook to the head. There's no reason why you can't add that shot into your drills, guys. I call it the forgotten punch. Because a lot of people sit and they just roll and come to the top. Put the body shot in as well. And start working those into your drills. So that was straight through hooks to the body. Of course, we have got everyone's favorite liver and kidney hooks. Some people call them shovel hooks. They're basically 45-degree hooks. There's a few things that we do wrong when we're beginning to learn these punches. So, in case you don't know, your liver is on your right side and your kidneys around on your right side as well. When you're looking to aim, just underneath the bottom rib and you're looking to come up at an angle, and that's kind of on both sides, okay? So liver starts around about here and it comes all the way up here. So anywhere around this area really takes the wind out of people. I think I've said this before, one of the hardest punches I've ever took was a liver shot. It just folded me like an accordion. It was horrendous. Key points. Again, I have done a video on this, so I'll leave a link in the description about this one as well. Key points. There's lots of ways to set this up, so we're not going to go into too much detail on how to set them up. But bottom line is, their hands want to be up so their body is exposed. Common mistake I see people doing when they try and learn this liver shot. Excuse me. So we need some kind of body mechanics. The common mistake is this. They load the lead leg and they stay down here with that weight on that lead leg. But that's not correct. I want to be using this muscle to help me deliver that punch. So yes, I load the leg up like a coil spring, and that's what helps me deliver the punch. It's not this that hits. Well, it is. But what causes the actual shot to be effective is using this muscle and this rotation. Okay, so you notice there's a few things going on there. My shoulder trajectory has changed slightly. When we done the roll through hooks, my shoulder trajectory stayed horizontal, up. When we're doing these body shots, your shoulder trajectory, if you're going to use your left hand, your left shoulder is down. And how I'm throwing the shot is my right shoulder is pulling back in that plane. So the leg helps, using that muscle to help this corkscrew effect. You can see the punch without me punching. Yeah? And all that is, we're extending the arm out and delivering it in a 45-degree angle. Bend, drive, and pull the shoulder. And the same is on the opposite side as well. I'm going to load that leg. The shoulder trajectory has changed. Drive that shot and come back. Pull the shoulder, drive from the leg, turn the hip, deliver the shot. Another key point on both of these punches, I often see wrong, you'll see it more when we do it on the bag, is the elbow is not behind the punch. It comes through, it's almost like we're hitting with this, elbow's here. It's behind the punch, so we have a good structure on both of them shots. Let's take a look, and we'll use Bob on this one, so you can see and hear what that sounds like. These, same as anything else, take repetition, repetition, repetition to get right. And as always, you're best off going through the mechanics slowly to make sure everything body mechanically is correct, or you're likely to be doing it wrong and you're creating bad habits. Remember, we don't want bad habits, we want good habits. So when I'm working my liver shot, so as I said when we was talking about the shadow boxing side, I'm aiming just underneath his breast line. I take a slight step to my left. So here I'm in line with Bob right now, nose to nose, so I'm going to go right eye to his right eye. Load my leg, and when I throw that shot, elbows behind the punch. A lot of people do this. See the elbows come through there. All your power is going through your elbow, and it actually hurts. You're going to damage yourself. So what we're looking for is drive that shot in. Don't make this common mistake as well, pulling that hand down. That's bad. However, Craig's top tip. Most people block with an elbow down and fire an elbow. There's no reason, if you want to be super cool, I said don't take that hand down when you throw that shot. You can put that underneath your chin to block the incoming uppercut, potentially. So 2 ways you can throw this. Keep the hand on the chin, or as you throw it, just do an uppercut block as well. See how my hand is ready to catch that shot should they counteract me. 1 way, 2 way. Both work effectively. Same on the other side. This is my preferred shot. So with this one, I'm nose to nose with Bob right now. I'm going to go left eye to left eye. So I'm just slightly in my lane 3. Same thing, I'm going to initiate a bit of a slip, bend the legs, drive this shot up underneath the breast line, elbow behind the punch. Same thing applies here, guys. Keep the hand on the chin, that's one way of doing it. Or you can get prepared for the potential incoming counter-attack, which is likely to be the uppercut. And just drop that hand over as you throw it as well. So from there, just blocking the potential incoming shot as well. Another drill I like to do with these is to add a little bit of footwork. So I'm going to go back right eye to right eye. Throw body shot 1, come back. I'm going to do a lateral step with a roll. Body shot. Lateral step with a roll, body shot. So now I'm transversing through 2 lanes. I'm going from lane 1, bypassing lane 2, going to lane 3, excuse me, and back again. So I'm here. It's one of my favorite little burners for cardio that I like to work on. Put that into your drills as well, guys. So we've looked at a jab to the body, cross to the body, the roll through hooks, lead and rear, and we've just looked at our shovel hooks as well. So there's 6 already. These 2 are often forgotten as well. The BOLO. Now I'll be completely honest with you, I have no idea why it's called a BOLO. I've been doing this 40 years. Just been told it was a BOLO shot. I don't know the reason why. If you know the reason why it's called a BOLO, educate me, put it in the comments below. But it's your uppercut to the body. Personally, I don't like a lead hand BOLO. It feels very weird, very unnatural, but it doesn't mean just because I don't like it that you won't like it either. So it's something you should practice. So it's essentially, if we're talking about backhand BOLO, it comes, so I have a little bit of a rotation. Maybe I've thrown my jab first. Maybe I'm in close range anyway. So it's a rotation and it comes down. It's delivered palm up, elbow behind the punch, and you're looking for the solar plexus. Boom. Same on the other side, maybe you're throwing a jab, cross, and that lead uppercut bolo to the body as well. I'm not a fan of it. It's never really worked for me, but it doesn't mean it won't work for you. There's another little key detail when you're working on the bag that I personally think you should do, and it's to do with your lane theory again. So let's get the gloves on and have a quick look on the bag. So the key to any good body shot is how you set it up, obviously. We only have two hands to protect ourselves. I know you can layer your defense, your feet, your hands and your head movement is layering your defense. If I want to work this shot, I'm going to engage the hands up top first. However, I don't want to throw this from long range. That's really silly. So, when I'm working, particularly my backhand, what I like to do, the key thing, I want to change lanes. So, right now, here's the center of the bag. I don't want to throw that like this. That's really, really weird. So my hand will naturally go from my side here. So I want to make sure that is the center of my opponent, center of my bag when I throw it. So it's to do with that up and over footwork. I promise you guys, footwork is the one thing that's going to make your boxing better. So if I'm just happen to be working a bolo, I will take that up and over step when I'm throwing it. So right now I'm in the center. I'm going to throw my jab center, but my lead foot is going up and over. So I'm effectively closing the distance as well. And the bolo goes as my back foot comes back in. So my feet are going up and over. So I'm transversing from in range to mid range. Of course, you can do added footwork, step in on the jab, but throw another jab, and there's your bolo. Okay, I'm gonna do it from in range this time. Make sure you're getting back to your chin quickly though. Don't get this habit of throwing the shot, throwing that, and coming back the long way. So it's not back the way it came. It's not here and back the way it came. Boom, straight back. So it's a long way out, short way back. Long way out, short way back. So from here, backhand bolo, something for you to practice. Don't do it at long range. It's not great. It's more of a mid-range shot. But key point being, get yourself into lane one as you throw the shot, so you've got a good structure behind the punch. Lead hand, not my favorite. This is going to look a little bit iffy because I'm not great at it. You can't be great at everything. So lead hand, typically I'll throw that off of a backhand. I don't like going jab, bolo, it's never worked for me. So typically I'll actually start stepping over on my jab cross and throw my lead hand from there. No reason why you couldn't do this from mid-range. Framing against your opponent, we'll take a step and throw the shot. Throw the shot, so that's another way you can practice. From here, so that is a lead hand. Bolo, think about your footwork again. Did you see what happened there? I had my hands high, I'm engaged, close range with the opponent. I took a step with my back foot. As the left foot comes in to regain my foundation, that's when the bolo goes. That's when I'm transversing over to lane three. Sometimes it's enough just to get them hands to drop ever so slightly. So me personally, I'm more likely to use a lead hand bolo from a close range position. 1, 2, from here. Excuse me, I do apologise. How rude. That's not great. However, some people have success with it. It's just not for me. But practice it and see if it is for you. So there we have it, guys. 8 body shots you should be practicing. Take your time with them. I say this in every video. You see lots of people, particularly us men, we're driven by ego and we want to swing really hard. I see a lot of body shots going from out here and swinging, okay? Body mechanics is key. However, whatever punch you're throwing, your body mechanics are key. Pay attention with your jab and cross as well. Don't get that bad habit. As a beginner boxer, don't get that habit of punching down. 1, you're shortening your range. 2, you're leaving yourself wide open for a counter attack as well. Unless you're deliberately doing that to counter attack yourself. That's a different story though, that's for a different video. As always guys, I'd really appreciate, there's lots of people watching the content and I love that. If you want to see more, give us a little subscribe, hit the notification button so you see when we upload again. Train safe, train hard, train consistently, and I'll see you on the next video.